Will Pokemon Go have the staying power of a World of Warcraft type game? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cult Classic Neo. Michael T. Shamborn III here, broadcasting live from the real world on a pirated signal with which we've hacked into the Matrix to bring you the good news. So I obviously don't have the answer to that question, but that's certainly what the marketing director over at Niantic, the folks that created Pokemon Go, are hoping for, saying that comparing Pokemon Go to just a run-of-the-mill mobile game is an exercise in futility, as quoted on Gamasutra, which is where I got this article. They liken the game more to an augmented reality scavenger hunt, where you're actually out in the world looking for Pokemon to add to your Pokédex, just in case you weren't familiar with this wildly popular phenomenon that's been going on for the last several months. Now then, can it have the staying power of a World of Warcraft? I think the answer is yes, and here's why. When you look at where games have been headed for a great number of years, the MMO model is pretty much where everything is landing. Games like Destiny have incorporated this, games like Borderlands and Borderlands 2 to a much smaller degree. This idea of perpetual play, this games as a service, or would they call that GaaS? Because I know software as a service is called SaaS. But I don't know. This idea that you never really ever finish playing your games is something that's been going on for over decades now. And it's certainly become wildly popular and supremely acceptable to many different types of gamers. In fact, myself, I've recently started playing Star Trek Online, which I really enjoy. And I don't think it's because of the gameplay. I think it's because I love Star Trek so much as a Trekkie that just being in that environment and them getting the cadence and the rhetoric and the lore correct, just back on to Pokemon Go. I think it has a shot to at least it or one of its derivatives in the future to have the longevity of a World of Warcraft. And it's this. Many months ago, I got access to a paid conference where the director, Satya, the CEO over at Microsoft, was asked, where are you placing your bets as the CEO of Microsoft? Are you all in with virtual reality, or are you all in with AR? And he said he was actually all in with AR, that he thought that was what was going to be the technology of the future that was really going to take hold. And when you think about it, even outside of the gaming world, the idea where even a foreman, like an engineer, can put on glasses and look at a place where he has to go and do his work, and there's all these virtual HUDs that come out and tell him this is the repairs that need to be done. I actually saw this happen in a video. It was awesome. Here are the repairs that need to be done on this valve, with, lines pointing to the pieces, where showing him how to actually do his job. Is obviously, he's an engineer, he knows how to do it, but he's got this technology that's helping him do it more effectively and more efficiently. And I think that's absolutely awesome. I tend to agree with Satya that augmented reality is really where the future is going to go. And when you look at something like Pokemon Go, that's essentially what it is. It's you run out into the real world, and the joy of play, this going out and exploring and discovering something, which is one of the fundamental principles that make any type of game fun, whether it's a video game or otherwise. I think Pokemon Go, or at least something along those lines, certainly has the potential to be the reality, to have the longevity of a World of Warcraft type game, especially when you consider that multiple people could interact with one another in a multiplayer type environment, having Pokemon pit against each other. I don't know exactly how the game will evolve over time. I've actually not played Pokemon Go, but I imagine that over time they will add things to it that add value to the player that keeps them in the game. And he even said over at Niantic that, their focus really wasn't on the monetization, but on presenting something to the player that was absolutely excellent. And based on how many people are involved, how they destroyed the servers when it first launched because it was so popular, I think they're definitely onto something. But what do you think? Do you think Pokemon Go or any type of mobile platform game really has the ability to compete with the big players on PC and console into the foreseeable future? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, allow me to invite you to come into the real world with me, to bust you out of the Matrix, where I am broadcasting live here in the real world on a pirated signal into the Matrix to bring you along with us on this ride. Hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Peace.